a Yonkers or a Hoboken or a Bridgeport. We got something right. We did the right development, we made the right investments, we attracted the right businesses, we took care of the things that were going to make Stamford a viable city. We actually built this park and other parks as well. But because of the efforts of the Urban Redevelopment Commission under various leaders, but their longest leader being Steve Osmond, we got a number of things done. You could actually look at every single building around here and understand that Steve Osmond in his role as head of the URC had something to do with it, including the purchase of the Archstone property, which will now be part of the park. Steve Osmond accepted my begging in 1996 to join the URC and to head it. He did it unbelievably well and in a noble fashion, and his very reserved, his very reserved fashion, and he allowed us to get things done in Stamford that without his skill would not have happened and would not have been successful, including this park. Steve Osmond is proof that the hometown guy can make good, and he's just an outstanding person. So for all of the things that you've done, Steve, you were so successful in your first life as a sales and in the drug business. You decided to make a difference in the community in which you lived. You did it, and tonight we honor my friend Steve Osmond for all that he has accomplished on our behalf and his great family, including Harley. Come on up here, Steve.
I didn't expect all of that. I'm going to have to review my notes for a second. Okay, that was really great. Thank you very much, Dan. And we have been friends now for almost 30 years. I think it's really great that you've come that far, and I've enjoyed everything that I've done. I have some thank yous. This is all about thank yous. Okay, and thank you all for being here. That's the first thank you. I think that's really great. Thank you, Tim and Cynthia, for chairing this event. I really appreciate it, and I feel really great about it. And I was going to say, before I even heard you say that, Dan, that thank you for appointing me and giving me the opportunity of doing something with the Urban Redevelopment Commission and the opportunity to give something back to Stamford. This is a city I've lived in all of my life. And specifically, you gave the URC the opportunity, we're here tonight, to devise and implement a plan for the development of this wonderful park. Harley, thank you very much for always insisting. Got more applause than anything. For always insisting that whatever we were doing was not enough. And for your constructive criticism. Everyone needs a little pull and a little push. And Harley has always done a lot of each when it comes to doing for others. So, the URC. Thank you, members of the URC and Rachel, who joined me in creating a vision for what could finally unite the West Side with downtown and improve the quality of life for the entire Stamford community. Out of this vision came the Mill River Corridor Master Plan, which established the parameters of Mill River Park and included a funding mechanism using bonding to ensure that the city's contribution to building the park would be available. And also, the URC members, thank you for allowing me to appoint my friend, Artie Selkowitz, as our representative to the Conservancy, who became our hardworking and inspirational chairman. I want to thank my fellow members of the Mill River Collaborative who've worked truly collaboratively and selflessly to create and sustain this world-class park we're enjoying today, and who continue to work to achieve all that is planned to realize the park's full potential, and for always considering the local community in many ways, including building the playground first and engaging the total community in designing and actually building that playground. That was a wonderful thing. Thank you, Mayor, very much for consummating what we had worked on some number of years ago, and that was to buy the what we called the Archstone site at that point. And we've hungered for it for so long, and thank you for making that decision today. Thank you to the individuals and corporations that have stepped up to fund the public part of the public-private partnership that has enabled the financial success of this project. We've come to realize that government cannot do it all, and the private sector can and should be part of this. Tonight's fabulous turnout is testimony to the broad and enthusiastic support that Mill River Park has in our community. This is a legacy project from our generation to future generations. I've been thrilled to be part of it, and I'm so happy that so many of you share this commitment to leave something behind in Stamford that will delight future generations. The last thank you. Thank you for this honor. I'm very proud.
Thank you, Steve. You know, Steve, as he said, was the guy who came to me when I was about to retire and said, you need something to do. And it was Steve Osmond and then Mayor Malloy who said, you got to get involved in this project. And for all the people who are saying nice things about me, the nicest thing has been my giving back and being part of this, because it gave me a mission, it gave me a reason to